Nature has been in existence long before humans, and ever since it has taken care of human beings and nourished it forever. In other words, it offers us a protective layer which guards us against all kinds of damages and harms. Survival of mankind without nature is impossible, and humans need to understand that. Nature has the ability to protect us. It is also powerful enough to destroy mankind. Every form of nature, for instance, the plants, animals, rivers, mountains, and more that holds equal significance for us. Nature has a transformative power, which is responsible for the functioning of life on Earth. It is essential for mankind to flourish, so it is our duty to conserve it for our future generations. We must stop the selfish activities and try our best to preserve the natural resources so life can forever be nourished on Earth. Protected areas in all countries around the world cover more than 15% of land and 8% of coastal waters. In the Philippines, a total of 240 sites under different categories have been listed under protection. Among the list are 21 protected landscapes and seascapes, which included the Initao Libertad protected landscape and seascape.
The Initao Libertad protected landscape and seascape is located in two municipalities of Initao and Libertad. It comprises about 921 hectares. Of these 921 hectares, the terrestrial area or the land area is about 50.58 hectares, more or less, and the rest is the seascape.
The area is endowed with diverse flora and fauna in both terrestrial and marine ecosystems. The area was evaluated to have high ecotourism potential, allowing tourists to relax, to enjoy, and marvel at the beauty of nature. There is a need to maintain the ecosystem in their natural state and to restore them where they have been damaged. Implementation of the existing laws, rules and regulations is imperative to ensure that all stakeholders in the park support its mission and work towards its sustainability.
There are several wildlife within Initao Libertad protected seascape and landscape. Among them is the Philippine tarsier, monkey, monitor lizard, and emerald doves.
The area is endowed with diverse flora and fauna in both terrestrial and marine ecosystems. Birds, mammals, crustaceans, fishes, and arachnid species consist the faunal population, while forest trees, seagrasses, and seaweeds make up the floral population. It was disclosed in the assessment conducted by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources at the terrestrial portion that the area is still biologically diverse. The monitoring system with the PAN-B or Protected Area Management Board, with the help of the Technical Working Group, will use the General Management Plan log frame for monitoring the various activities in the area.
As PAN-B member under ILPLS Libertad, tingali usa nga kuan dito nga mag-issue kita og rules and regulation for the resolution of conflicts through appropriate and effective means. Ikaduha, approve policies, plans, and programs, proposals, assessments, and other related documents for the management of the protected area.
As a PAN-B member, allocate financial resources for the implementation of the management plan and manage the protected area funds according to the accounting and budgeting rules and regulations.
there are also different trees within the protected area. There are about 37 species in recreation zone, that is comprising of 14 hectares, and then 25 species in strict protection zone, that is 36 hectares.
One of the most visited tourist spots here in Initao Libertad, protected landscape and seascape, is the beautiful and magnificent centennial tree.
Centennial tree is a tree that is 100 years old and more, and conservation and preservation aspect was the major considerations for a centennial tree. Forester Rudy Monreal was the person who identified our centennial tree inside the PA. Talisay Gubat was one of the centennial tree here in ILPLS, Initao Libertad Protected Landscape and Seascape. So it was being endorsed and promoted by the PAMBI for tourism purposes due to its easy accessibility and elegant buttresses.
The protected area harbors several unique and diverse natural features of high ecological values. Its biophysical features are valuable for scientific or academic institutions, and its excellent scenery very ideal for the public's enjoyment.
FGD is one method of BMS, or Biodiversity Monitoring System, where we convene locals from the adjacent area of the protected area. A local group of volunteers, also called as the CMG, or Community Monitoring Group. We encourage them a constructive dialogue and the status and the management of the protected area. The FGD is done quarterly together with the other methods of BMS, and the data and the information gathered are presented during the PAMBI meetings.
One would enjoy visiting the protected area by camping, outdoor picnic, bird watching, cave exploration, scuba diving, boating, or simply sightseeing.
Recreational activities like trekking, biking, jogging, and swimming promotes ecotourism activities, and it has the greatest influence in generating funds. For the continuous conservation, protection, and management of the protected area, such activities are not just for fun, but also for the health of individual, reduce stress, anxiety, depression, and strengthen our immune system.
Another exciting adventure that tourists would really enjoy is caving.
Initao Libertad Protected Landscape and Seascape di ay na ay 5 ka cave, which is ang Open Cave, ang Marcel Cave, ang Bat Cave, ang Lisa Cave, o ang Swiftlet Cave. Mao din siya ang ato ang Bat Cave. Ang Bat Cave di ay is situated siya beneath aning huge baliti nga tree. It has 2 entrances, and this is the most visited cave inside the park due to its accessibility and proximity to the trail. There is a little formation of stalactite inside sa ato ang Bat Cave. In the dark zone, water drops from the few stalactites, making portion of the cave floor as muddy.
Long-term monitoring and integrated ecosystem observations of coral reefs can provide critical data that help coastal residents and coastal and marine managing authorities understand the health of the reefs, their dependence on their health and well-being, and the economic and social consequences of reef decline.
The Seascape of ILPLS was once an area for illegal fishing, dynamite fishing, cyanide fishing, you name it. Our goal now is to protect, conserve, and in time restore the reef of its former glory. The Seascape of the PA has now 3 sites for coral rehabilitation and 1 giant clam garden. Though the protected area is a strict protection zone, it is a nursery and breeding ground for marine life, and the local fishermen also benefit from it through the spillover effect, which increases the fish stocks in neighboring areas.
To improve stakeholder awareness in coastal communities around the protected area, advocacies, projects and activities are made to help sustain neighboring communities and help develop sustainable financing mechanisms
Diri sa Initao Libertad Protected Landscape and Seascape, aduna kitay duha ka barangay nga gitagaan og livelihood. Una, kining Himaylan Libertad Misamis Oriental, gitawag kini sila og Himaylan Fisher Folk Association. Ug ang ikaduha, Bubutan Tubigan Initao Misamis Oriental, gitawag kini sila og Bubutan Fisher Folk Association Incorporated.
Communities within the protected zone must join these projects and advocacies to fully support protection, maintenance, administration, and regulation activities within protected zone. As defined in the National Integrated Protected Areas System Act, a protected seascape and landscape has to be an area of national significance, characterized by the harmonious interaction of man and land, while providing opportunities for public enjoyment through recreation and tourism within the normal lifestyle and economic activity of these areas. The Initao Libertad landscape and seascape, which prides itself as a protected marine and terrestrial area, commits to sustain the integrity of the ecosystem through proactive involvement, responsive actions, policy implementation, and capacity building of constituents. Nothing is more marvelous than seeing the beauty of nature.